All right, it's time for a little bit of truth. It's kind of weird because I'll agree, women don't need one man. They don't need a man. They're correct. They don't need a man. They need multiple men that they don't want. They need a collection of men that they aren't attracted to. See, men build our ego or our self-esteem based off of how many women that we, have intercourse with, or how many women that, we basically, it's conquest. So the more women that we can attract, the more that we can get to, take out or to flirt with. That's how we build our self-esteem. Women build their self-esteem based off of how many men they can reject. So that's why even when they're in a relationship, they still want men to approach, to validate that they are pretty and that they still have options. And then they've always based their value based off of how many men want them. Because you always notice when you're having a conversation about marriage or long-term relationships, they'll always talk about, oh, well, I could get in a relationship anytime I want to. Okay, but those are men that you don't want. So bragging about being in a relationship with a man that you don't want, and then that's also an admission that, hey, as long as somebody wants me, even if I don't want them, then that's a barometer of attraction. But then it's like it's an oxymoron, because the only men that are attracted to them are men that not only that they are not attracted to, but that are men that can't provide for them or give them the things that they need or want out of life. So what they'll do is give, quote unquote, one of these guys a chance that they weren't even attracted to in the first place. And then when things don't work out, or when that attraction wears off from that guy and they lose interest, then they blame all men for not being able to keep a man that they didn't want in the first place. It's ridiculous. But trust me when I say, like, women are very fragile. The strength that they have is a facade, because they need validation. They need other women to tell them what they're doing is okay. If it's bad behavior, they need that. They need a group of women to tell them that they're pretty, and they need a group of men to be giving them attention, whether they want it or not. So, then women will reach a point in life where nobody's giving them any physical attention except people that need a place to stay, or people that just have nothing better to do than to chase women. And then when they start realizing that the quality of men that are approaching them are not that great, instead of them acknowledging that they've wasted a significant amount of their lives, trying to prove nature wrong, trying to prove that what their great grandmother did wasn't the right way. Once they realize they have no options and that good men won't approach them, they lash out on all men. And, they any chance they get to do something mean or nasty to a man, they'll do it. They become very sadistic and bitter and start doing cruel things to men and women around them in happy relationships. Once they don't get access to a good relationship, they'll sabotage any woman around them that has an inkling of a good relationship. I've seen it before. I've seen aunties destroy nieces and daughters because they know no man that's worthwhile will ever approach them. And the only men that will approach these type of women are the men that are homeless and that just need a place to stay to get on their feet. And 99.9% of the time, either the man will just get comfortable and just live off of her and stack his bread and still be sleeping around on the side, or he'll actually just be using her as a stepping stone to level up for a woman that does need him, or, to be in a situation where he can be the man. So these are the things that I've experienced and I've seen in my 38 years on this earth. I'll just put it the way I really feel. I feel like women have become sadistic. And, everything wrong in their life is because of a man. Everything right in their life is because of them. They take no accountability for the things that are wrong, and they take full accountability for things that are going well. And hopefully one day we'll get intelligent women to talk about the actual stats, data, and statistics, and move beyond this emotional I feel. I mean, it's been 50 years of feelings, and it's gotten us nowhere. We own less property. We're more successful individually, like single black men and single black women are doing well, but the children aren't. It hasn't translated in better success for the children, and that's all I care about. I don't care about how grown men and grown women feel. I care about the opportunities and the productivity that's available for the next generation. We've all but neglected our duties, our parental and our community duties, just to be able to live like upper middle class, wealthy people and travel and act bougie. That's not success. We're failing the children because we want what we want, and then when we can't get what we want, we lash out and become angry and bitter at society instead of living in our purpose and living in our role, our God-given role.